Hi there, welcome to 4x4 Camper Bits. I'm Darren and this is our 2012 Deluxe 12 camper, and we're putting some up on eBay for $19.95. This normally retails in our store for $2,995, so it's $1,000 off. Special online offer. We've never sold these online before. Basically we only fit them on our own campers, but we want to head more in line with parts and accessories. And let me walk you around and introduce you to some of the great features of our product compared to a lot of the cheap products out there. One of the obvious things that you'll notice straight away is that our tents actually flip off the trailer to the passenger side, and there's a lot of guys out there that have bought our tents off us because their tailgate swings to the driver's side. So basically if your tailgate swings out towards the driver's side of the trailer from the back, then basically you need a tent that flips off to the passenger side. And basically that's one of the reasons we're putting them online, because we know there's people out there that want this sort of setup. And this is a great product, much better than higher quality than the others, hence why we won't sell it cheap online as an auction. It's only been sold as the special offer price of $19.95 as a buy now. Okay, if you just come through and look around with us, and I'll show you around all the new features of this product and some of the features why it's high quality and more expensive than most of the products out there. Okay, I just want to show you some of the new features of the 2012 Deluxe 12 camper. You'll see on our door system, compared to all the other imported campers, or most of the campers that are out there, that the actual zip is actually covered by canvas. So as you lift that flap back, you'll see the zip underneath. So in heavy rain and heavy stormy weather, the waterproof, the zip's actually still going to be waterproof. So whereas a lot of the other ones aren't. So that's obviously some of the big features on our product, where it's a better quality product than the average imported tent, more like a local made product. Okay, just showing you some of the more features of the tent. This is the door actually rolled up, so you can see it actually rolls up from the bottom to the top. And obviously it goes into these little covers here. I mean, silly little things like this, obviously a little bit of a seam stitched up there just makes it look tidier and makes them fit into the actual pockets a little bit nicer. Okay, one of the first things I want to point out is what we do different to a lot of other guys out there, hence the higher price tag, because obviously you don't get high quality for nothing. We always spend a lot more on our tents than most of the guys out there, because we're building a high quality brand product. So the first thing you'll notice on the inside is like a PU coating, which is a waterproof membrane on the inside of the canvas. The outside of the canvas looks very natural, polyester cotton canvas. On the inside you'll see a slight sheen, which is an extra waterproof membrane on the inside of the material. We did have a batch last year from previous manufacturer that did have some waterproof issues on the actual canvas itself. I mean, you might get the odd drip through the seams, but basically you shouldn't get water actually coming through the middle of the material. And this more or less more guarantees that, and that's why we've gone down that route from this year, 2012. Okay, here I'll just show you a quick close-up of the material. As you can see, it's 14 ounce ripstop polyester cotton canvas. Polyester cotton is the term used for the actual makeup of canvas. So there's just a close-up there of the actual ripstop squares. It just adds extra strength to the material, so if you do get a small tear, it doesn't actually go past the next square unless you have to literally really force it. We've tried this and you have to really pull it hard to get it to tear past each square. So if you look after this tent, it should last you many years to come. Okay, I'm moving inside now. You can see here what we had modified this year for 2012. We actually had this panel added in, or separated, shall we say, on Velcro. So when you've actually got a kitchen that wants to fold out, you still got that panel fixed in, so you still get the draft exclusion down the bottom under the trailer, between the actual bottom of the trailer and the floor. That's something we added in this year, because last year a few customers were asking us to actually modify the ones that wasn't there. So. Okay, so now we're in the annex, which as you can see is fully enclosed. This is fully set up at the minute. So basically you've got big windows all the way around, big windows at each end, and big windows across the front, and obviously your door through the middle. And this is basically how we roughly set it up when we go camping. So we have a dining table and chairs this end. Obviously you've got your doorway going through to the main sleeping areas, and obviously that end where we just was is where we obviously do the cooking and store the fridge and everything else. So Yes, this is 18 foot long by 8 foot wide, so it's a fairly big area. Very high, it's about 2.6, 2.7 metres high at the highest point. And just as we move down here to look at the vinyl flooring, you'll see on most of the cheaper imported tents, you'll find this annex flooring is actually just like a thin black tarp like you find in a $100 dome tent. What we do is different to everyone else. We actually fit an actual proper vinyl floor, 450 gram vinyl floor, which is like the sort of quality floor you'd find in your main camper tent where you actually sleep in areas. So, and you can see this velcros up, so it's like a fully waterproof membrane, so all the way around it velcros up the walls. So it's pretty fully sealed there against the actual tent. And as you see inside is the same style vinyl floor as the outside. So that's quite a unique feature on our high quality Deluxe 12 2012 camper trailer. Okay, this is another new feature of the 2012 Deluxe camper top that we're selling. This is an aluminium ladder rather than steel ladder, so it's a lot lighter weight, nicer quality than the cheap steel ones that you see out there. Also what we've done on this model is we've actually separated the two zip panels here to get access to the side of the trailer. So if you've actually got a swing door here, like a sliding drawer that comes out of the actual trailer, you can access it through this because it actually rolls back towards the side there. So you can have a swing door that actually comes out. We have it on our campers like a battery cupboard or something there, or a sliding drawer. And obviously you can access extra can holders or gas bottle holders, whatever you have on that side step on this side of the trailer. And you'll also see there's actually little toggles at this side, so you can actually roll it up and fold it back. Also this down here, which is quite unique to our campers, which you don't find on many other campers, not the cheap imported ones anyway, is the air vents at the bottom here. So you've got a little vinyl actual door that zips and folds back like this. So that zips up when it's too cold and breezy and blocks off the breeze. When you do want the breeze, an extra air ventilation, undo that and roll that down. Then you get the actual cross flow of airflow coming through from under the trailer each side of the wheel, and you get a nice airflow actually coming into the main room where you're sleeping. Okay, this is something else we changed this year on 2012, is we actually got inside windows on the main tent all the way around, as well as outside windows as well. So you've got a choice of what ones you actually want to use. So if you've got your outside windows rolled up during the day, and there's no storms or no rain coming, obviously you can leave the outside windows rolled up, and just do your inside windows up if it gets too cold. So it saves you going outside to do your windows up at night. And that's actually on all the inside windows, so the big window here, big window at the end, big window there, and the three windows around the back of the bed as well, which we'll look into the bed area next. So if I climb in here onto the bed, say that, Jake, yes, so you can see here, obviously you've got the inside windows in the bedroom, so you can zip those up and don't have to get out of bed. Might do that here actually, Jake, probably better doing that. Okay, just moving into the actual main bed area on top of the camper itself. As you can see here, we've got the inside windows done up. There is windows on the outside, as I mentioned before. On the back of the bedroom here, you can see obviously the window awnings sticking out on the outside like that, and you've obviously got your inside window as well that you can zip up on here. If it does get cold at night, you haven't got to get out of bed, you just zip this window up. Okay, looking through obviously the main door here, you can see the back door here, which obviously opens up to the rear of the camper, which goes through to where your drawer bar would be, and you'll obviously got the possibility here of actually adding on the rear room. We do an optional rear room for this, which is 8 foot by 12 foot, which goes on the back here, and the roof covers the drawer bar going across the back here. So basically it's the same size awning as the front, and the same size room as what we're standing in here. By having the rear door, then it opens up the possibility of adding on the room at the back. Okay, in our actual own campers, when we build our actual camper trailers, in our package, it actually comes with a true inner spring queen size mattress. Obviously online we're going to be selling it cheaper, so we will be selling it without the mattress, and it doesn't come packed with the mattress, so for shipping reasons it's going to make it a lot cheaper and a lot easier to go without the mattress. So basically we'll be selling it without the mattress, but what it does give you the actual option of is fitting your own queen inner spring mattress, because in our covers we've actually had a lot of room put in the cover, so there's plenty of room to put a big mattress inside. Something I'd highly recommend. The foam mattresses that come from overseas are very stiff and very uncomfortable, so I'd definitely go to your local bed store and buy a half decent inner spring mattress. That'll give you the best night's sleep you've ever had camping. Okay, something inside that everyone seems to ask about, personally I don't think is something you really ever need, but just to show that it has actually got this feature under the mattress here. You've got these access panels here, two of them that lift up to access the trailer, so you can throw junk back in there afterwards once it's set up. Okay, as you can see looking through the main door into the main sleeping area, this is how most people would normally set up, with a couple of bunk beds or air beds on the floor. So basically by having the door in the middle, it gives you a nice separation of sleeping areas, so you can climb up a ladder into your main bed on top of your camper, and you've got the kids sleeping one end down this end here. So yeah, that works pretty well for most people. That's why most people like the door in the middle rather than on the end. Just another quick feature, if you come around here and have a look over this side, you'll see here, in this zip here is the pole for the actual pole that comes from over here. So from over here, this pole actually comes up and actually locks into this pole here when you're collapsing it away. So that locks in there like that. So when you actually set the camper up, it opens like an open book, and then you set all your poles out, spread it out, make sure it's roughly the shape you want it to be, and then obviously you pull this pole here, that can zip up there out the way behind the bed there, and obviously this pole here then drops down to this pocket and stretches out like that. So by having the door in the middle, that gets around the problem of actually having the door with a pole going right through the middle. So basically it still gives you the easy setup with the opening book sort of system, and then you can separate the pole and pull it into the pocket afterwards. Okay, on the end window here in the actual main bedroom where you've got the kids' beds down here, you've actually got an half clear window and half mozzinet, so you've got the clear perspex down here. So you can actually have the outside window rolled half down when it's raining, and still lets the light into the tent. So you can still get daylight in here during the day if it's raining and the kids want to stay inside. Just walking around the side now to the side of the camper at the back of the bed, you see these have actually got a fixed awning here which you can leave open all the time, and on the inside of this window you've got an inside window you can do up as well. So at night time, if it does get cold, then you zip the inside window up without getting out of the bed, so that's a lot better feature than most of the ones that are out there. On the end of each on the end of the annex on each window, you've actually got the triangle flaps, so you can have this up as a sunshade, and you've got the corner triangles there to actually fill in those panels. Same sort of concept as on the back bedroom window there. Okay, on each end of the actual annex here, what we've had stitched on is an actual guide rope section to actually pull down to the ground. So when it is raining, you can actually pull on the roof in the middle a bit quicker, a bit harder. So you can actually create yourself a water guide, so an actual lower point for the water to keep running. Because otherwise you get sometimes problems trying to stop it pooling on the actual roof. Okay, we've just come around the back of the tent now. Well, I call it the back, some people call it the front. This is the front of the trailer where the drawbar is, and this is what I call the back of the tent. And so as you see on the back of the tent, we've already had pre-installed the extra flap and the holes for the poles to add an additional rear room. So what you'll see is a zip here and the velcro, and this is the flap here that covers up the seam, and obviously the poles that come out the back. So basically across the back here you end up with basically an 18 foot by 8 foot roof as an awning, and just the other side of the drawbar where that back door is where the actual room starts. I'll show you a video we took last year at a trade show of the blue and grey one, so you can see that in video.
Okay, so we're just moving outside to look at our camper top, which is already fitted to one of our campers. As you can see there's plenty of room still in the cover. This one's already finished, fitted with the queening spring in it, so there's still room for extra stuff under the cover. And you've got these 3 tie down points, straps each side of the actual cover to take the excess slack out for when you're in transport, so there's not too much wind flapping stuff around. There's 6 little hooks we screw to the subframe underneath to attach these tie down points to. We'll supply those in the kit when it comes to you. So just looking underneath the subframe here, just to give you an idea what it looks like. You've got a steel subframe underneath and a ply base on top of that underneath your mattress. This is how we fit them to our campers. We fit 2 gas rams underneath so you can lift it up, and we hinge it on the far side. You can see there's square plates. I'll show you those in a more close up in a minute. We've had square plates welded in there, so you've got options to fit some sort of hinge system to that point there. This is the access panels that lift up. You can see there's 2 holes there. That's where your fingers go under the mattress to lift those panels up, so you can throw stuff into the camper once it's already set up. Just showing you around here, we fit 2 handles on the edge of the subframe there to pull it back down. That does make life a lot easier. And we also fit a rubber seal around the actual frame that seals against the trailer. That doesn't come in a kit. You'll have to buy that locally or talk to us and we can supply that to you. You can see the little hooks there, the 3 hooks each side that we supply in the kit that you've got to screw to the subframe for the tie down points. Okay, just coming around the back here to show you more of a close-up of that extra plate we have welded into the subframe this year. As you can see, we use like a commercial truck hinge on our system there, which we cut down and weld to the trailer and then bolt it into the square plate there as well. So that gives you an idea, gives you some options. I mean, there's lots of different ways you can do it. There's loads of hinges on the market. That's just the way we're doing it now, and it's entirely up to you how you make that bit up to suit your needs and suit your trailer. Okay, thanks for looking at our Deluxe 12 camper today. It's been a great pleasure showing you around our products. I'm sure you'll be more than pleased with the quality of our products. I know we are, and most of our customers that we sell to certainly are with the feedback they give us. If you'd like to ask the seller a question, up on the top right hand side of this page, or by all means call me, Darren, on 0433 196 133.